What's up, guys? Today is Monday. Back to work. Um, Today, since we are now within competition season, I figured that I would talk about the post-competition blues. So, what are the post-competition blues? Pretty much, you have to let go of the conditioning that you're currently in. For many of us, you may try and get into better shape for a vacation, or obviously in my case, you get into extreme condition for the stage. So exactly what happens, for a lot of us, we binge eat post-competition. We've went so long without that we just literally eat everything in sight. People understand, and so break it down. My first competition, I weighed 164 pounds on show day, and by the following Wednesday I was 187 pounds. Yes, a lot of it's water. Post Michigan show last year, I only gained maybe it was like 8 or 9 pounds, but from that Saturday on show, and I didn't go hog wild Saturday night, but Sunday I ate whenever I wanted. That Monday morning I woke up looking like a water balloon. I could feel water going everywhere. Said it was only about 8 pounds. Took me till that following Thursday to flush all the water out. And we held conditioning for quite some time after the Michigan this year, which was really nice because I was able to understand the dedication aspect and the proper reverse to come out of that, which was very, very good. And it was a very slow process, so it wasn't so detrimental per se. But for a lot of people, we binge eat and then the conditioning goes away and we become almost depressed. Because in order to gain muscle tissue, you can't keep yourself in a deficit. Obviously, a lot of people that I see year in and year out continue to compete and they don't make much progress. That's because, I don't want to say they're afraid to let go of the conditioning, but they're afraid to do what it takes to add the proper muscle tissue on in the off season. Like I told you, this is my first off season that I've taken 100% on the diet training aspect of everything. And just to give you an idea of where I'm at, I currently look better than I did at this time last year, if I'm looking at show wise, and I'm roughly 16 pounds heavier. I actually shared some pictures with a couple people in my circle today, and they immediately noticed the difference. So we're doing something right. Now let's just hope that we can hold on to it coming down. But for a lot of people, I know I talked to a gentleman last year I'm friends with, and he dieted down because he was going on a Caribbean vacation. And so, you go 100 into it, egg whites and tuna and whatever else, low calories. Then he gets back from the vacation, or even while he's on the vacation, he starts to put the weight back on. It can be pretty depressing. It can put you in a funk. It can make you not want to train. I know for me, I really, really love to train no matter what. If I get fat, or if whatever the case may be. This off season I got pretty heavy. I told you guys my weight's currently 225. I hit the scale at 252. That was quite some time ago, but that's the heaviest I've ever been by far, at the leanest I've ever been. I'm not saying I was lean by any means, but we'll talk about how to, or why I did that. I got as heavy as I did in another video in the pretty near future, sometime this week. But for, like I said, for a lot of people coming down and coming off a show, it's really tough. You spend 16, 20, 26 weeks of your life really dialing it down and dialing it in, and you get so used to seeing that physique and loving that physique because you're in such this immaculate condition, and then all of a sudden it can go away within a matter of a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, however long you choose to hold, however long you properly want to reverse out of it. And it takes people, it is a mind game. Like I said, I keep stressing the mental portion of this game. You have to be mentally strong if you plan on doing this in a longevity aspect, because it is highly important to understand there's different phases. I know there's a gentleman on social media who constantly talks about the off season is prepping for the prep, and that's a great thing to say, because for a lot of people, whenever you talk to people who aren't familiar with the sport, they call it bulking and cutting. But there's really no bulking phase to where I just eat whatever I can see. And then the cut, obviously, the pre-contest diet. But, to some people, when you hear the term bulk, you think, well, he's going to go out and have burger and fries and pizza and whatever else every night. In this case, in this off season, that was never the case for me. If you've seen what I've posted food-wise right now, it really doesn't change a whole heck of a lot. Portion sizes obviously are going to go up. Carbohydrates got as high as almost, I want to say 450 grams this off season, which for me is really, really high because I'm not the most carb tolerant person in the world. And like I told you in a previous video, I can grow off of, I'm not saying low calories, but I'm not saying like some people got to take an astronomical amount because they're an ectomorph and they can't put on muscle to save their life. So we really, like I said, I really gave it 100% this off season. I hope it's going to show, whenever we do decide to step back on a stage. I think the plan has been put in place. I followed it to the best of my ability. I have no regrets the way that I followed it, and I really, really hope that it will pay off in the end. My strength has gone up immensely through this process. My composition has extremely changed. Like I said, looking at pictures from last prep to this prep in the same time span, and it's pretty dramatic on where I sit right now, and I couldn't be happier where I'm sitting and the progress that we've made. But I know that unfortunately for me, different people have different set points once they come out of that competition phase, and my set point definitely isn't 7% body fat, I'll tell you that. My set point sits a little bit higher, and I'm okay with that. And I'm okay with, from now on, if I have to eat a little bit lower calories, then I probably will, to hold that conditioning a little bit longer, or hopefully my composition is even going to change even more. So we'll see what happens in this upcoming weeks, how much more I can change, how much better I'll be this year than in previous years. But I really, really do look forward to sharing a lot of things with you guys as we get closer. You could still see, like I said, you see a lot of things, especially my face. I hold a lot in my face, and it's really come down. So with that being said, I'm not going to take any more of your time. Hopefully you guys have a great Monday, and we'll see you soon.